Top 10 Species That Should Not Exist. Our world is filled with fascinating creatures. But while some creatures are believable, some have characteristics so inconceivable that we might as well assume they were created by fiction writers. From hideous birds that sound like gunshots to shrimp that strike harder than Muhammad Ali, nature is one unpredictable force. This list of the top 10 species that shouldn't exist takes you worldwide to show you that anything is possible in nature. If looks could kill, the shoebill, also known as the whale-head stork, could have you dead in seconds. One crazy-looking fowl, the shoebill gets its name from its gigantic shoe-shaped bill that easily earns it the ugliest bird award. If we're being honest, the shoebill stork looks like it was drawn by a child with an overactive imagination and a dark sense of humor. Scientifically known as Balaniceps rex, the shoebill is a large bird that looks like it could attack at any second. If you always wonder what aliens look like, you might want to look at eyes first to get a rough idea. The Madagascan eye is an endangered lemur that looks like a panda, rat, and raccoon hybrid, something you might see in a sci-fi film. With big eyes, long slender fingers, humongous ears, and a large bushy tail, the eye is one peculiar mammal. The eye is a survivor that lives on trees and feeds mostly on insects and worms. With its long, skinny, pointed middle finger, the eye taps on tree barks while listening closely for wood-boring insects. Once it finds its prey, the lemur uses its freaky finger to fish out bugs and devour them for snacks. Sadly, given their odd traits and appearance, eyes are seen as an omen of bad luck by locals who kill them on sight. The illegal hunting and destruction of their habitat make the wild a tough place for these mammals. Australia is home to some peculiar creatures, but the duck-billed platypus tops the list for the weirdest species ever. Since their discovery, scientists have wondered how they should classify the platypus. They just don't fit in anywhere. They lay eggs like a chicken, nurse their young ones with milk like cows, and hunt underwater like seals. With the characteristics of mammals, reptiles, and birds, the platypus is easily one of nature's most adaptable creatures. When swimming in the water, the platypus feeds at the bottom of the waters, with its bill acting as an electro-sensor for locating buried prey like shrimp. The mantis shrimp is one of the most beautiful sea creatures. The vibrant underwater predator is known to have one of the world's strongest pound-for-pound punches. Studies have shown that they strike with the force of a .22 caliber bullet, a shell-breaking force. You cannot even keep the mantis shrimp in aquarium glass boxes. Given their striking power and attack styles, the mantis shrimp often target animals much larger than themselves. An interesting aspect of the mantis shrimp's hunting style is that the force it takes to hit their target causes water to vaporize. This means, even if the first strike doesn't kill prey, the sharp implosion of extremely high heat and light that follows will finish the job. On a lighter note, the shrimp can see a wide spectrum of colors that the human eye can't even process. If Mother Nature ever produced a horror movie, this aptly named horror frog would be the perfect villain. The horror frog is best known for its ability to break its own bones to produce claws in an instant. The horror frog's hind legs are made from bones hidden right underneath the skin. When threatened, the muscles connected to the bony claws contract, exposing claws used to strike at the enemy. The claws aside, the frogs get their name from the hairy appearance that plays an important role in the breeding season. An aspect that makes pangolins extra surreal is that their scales are made from keratin that grows throughout their lifetime. Keratin is a protein responsible for the formation of fingernails and hair in humans. While hunting, pangolins use their strong sense of smell to track termites, and with their strong claws, they can dig deep into the ground. Once they locate an insect nest, pangolins use their long, muscular, and sticky tongues to feed. A shocking fact is that despite their armor, pangolins are capable swimmers and climbers. They can also spray noxious-smelling acid to ward off predators. The axolotl, or the Mexican walking fish, is an adorable-looking amphibian whose regenerative abilities still shock scientists. The axolotl is a salamander that lives in aquatic environments in Mexico where it feeds on worms, insects, and fish. It's best known for regrowing its organs, including the spine, heart, and even some parts of its brain. While the axolotl are endangered in the wild, they have become great pet options since they are low maintenance. Their regenerative abilities also make them popular for research. Scientists are trying to figure out whether their unique characteristics can provide medicinal breakthroughs. Musk deer, also known as the fanged deer, is a vegetarian with a striking look. Unlike most deer with antlers as their most recognizable feature, the musk deer took the road less traveled. They have long, sharp canine teeth that run past their jaws, just like Count Dracula's fangs. While the fangs look threatening, the male deer only uses them to protect its territory or when breeding to access females. The key parrot is a clever parrot with a craving for meat. Despite its colorful wings, it's one of the most dangerous birds ever. Known for their intelligence and playfulness, the New Zealand key is a bird that will eat anything. The key is notorious for attacking sheep and even killing them. Their love for meat makes them destructive pests to farmers. Topping off the list of species that should not exist is the pitahui, one of the few toxic birds of the world. At first look, the pitahui bird from New Guinea is attractive with a rich chestnut and black plumage. But the pitahui is more than a songbird. Its feathers, skin, and even flesh are toxic. The bird carries a lethal concoction of batrachotoxin compounds that keep predators and parasites away. The same compounds that the pitahui have are identified in poisonous dart frogs from South America. The pitahui is one bird you definitely don't want as a pet. Leave a like and subscribe for more.